Hello and welcome to the May 11th episode of Dead Creepy Podcast. I'm your host Claire Barrons, and with me is co-host and my lovely sister Lindsay Smith. Hi Lindsay.
Hiya.
How's things?
Very, very good. How's things with you?
Good. We had a fantastic thunderstorm, didn't we, about an hour ago?
We did, yes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That was quite exciting.
Well, it just came from nowhere. I panicked and grabbed the washing in, but left all the doors wide open because there's nothing better than a really good thunderstorm.
Yeah, it's quite atmospheric, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're very excited today because we've got a treat for our listeners, haven't we? We have. We've got our very first interview, and it's with Wales's very own Ghostbusters team, Paranormal Now. I know it sounds so cheesy, but I just love that thought of ringing Ghostbusters and going, Ghostbusters, what do you want? But we've got our own Welsh version. And so Paranormal Now Investigations Wales, founded by long-term investor and psychic medium Richard Oliver in 2013. And since then, grown exceptionally, with a dedicated team of people not only out to experience the paranormal for themselves, but with the primary goal of helping others. And talking to us tonight are Richard Oliver, the founder of Paranormal Now. He has over 15 years worth of experience working as a psychic medium. And we also have Jared Walters, the webmaster of Paranormal Now, and also very gifted psychic medium. Guys, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hi.
I always say when I'm doing clairvoyant nights, or when we're doing our paranormal events, that if things start flying around, and then normally the door's like, I'm normally the closest person to the door because the fire exits are normally to the right. So I was saying I'm going to start running first, and I'm going to leave you guys to deal with it. So.
And has that ever happened?
Well, no. Yeah.
I've had one little run. I've had one little run in a place, and I was in the police station. We did.
Yeah. That was a little bit of a.
I was on my own though, so.
Yeah.
Ah, right. Okay. And what happened? What made you run?
It felt like something was going to grab me.
Yeah.
And it was like a fight or flight moment, and unfortunately, I don't normally fight. I'm always more of a fighter, but. Yeah, I did give a little jot up the stairs.
I think it's always important to trust your instinct.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Absolutely. Well, sorry guys, if you don't mind us mentioning, we heard you mentioned on Darkness Radio last week, and we had Tim Dennis and Dave Schrader struggling with the pronunciation of some of the Welsh place names.
I think they did rather well, to be honest.
I think they did pretty poorly.
Well,
we've got to get your thoughts on this.
It's completely and utterly alien to them, isn't it? And to be fair, they kind of made it. That was a wonderful surprise, to be honest with you, because I've never really heard of the podcast before, though. I have heard of the Jericho Network because I'm a big wrestling fan. But get that nerdiness out of the way. But you listening to it. We were crying in laughter. It was so funny. So for the purposes of Tim Dennis and Dave Schrader, it's slowing a pier. So it basically the LL makes that sound. And so sloin, so a bit like loin, but sloin, and appear, even though in fact it's spelled epia.
Sloin appear.
Yeah, and the other place they had problems with was Rondada.
Rondada, yeah.
Ronda. I did actually message them and give them tell them exactly what it was like, and they haven't got back to me. So if they are listening to this, then it's Ronda and Sloanapia, and I've heard far worse attempts of pronouncing names.
Yeah, like you sat now.
Yeah, oh, that is hilarious when Sat-Nav tries to pronounce the...
Oh, yeah, I love it. Turn left onto Penwy Bont.
Yeah, I've heard some quite naughty ones actually from Sat-Nav, so...
Really?
Yeah, and they're trying to see some of the places we visit.
I think they should have a challenge on it to actually say the longest place name in Wales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Llangfair Pwllgwyngyll go Gareth Landrobo Llantysili Gwgwch.
Oh.
Oh, I'd love to hear Sat-Nav say that. Oh my god, I've never thought we should ask Siri to say it, shouldn't we?
We should.
You should ask Tilly, definitely say it. We had one interesting thing that we had. We were doing about when you started out Paranormal now, wasn't it? About 2013, I think. So yeah, we're looking about good 4 years ago now.
Yeah.
Where we were doing a investigation of a local venue called the Park Hall. It was just down the road from us. We had a ghost box there. It's the second time we ever used a ghost box. And we had two Welsh speakers with us. One was my sister Jess, and the other was my nephew Dale. And the ghost box was actually exchanging. It was bringing out words in Welsh.
Really?
It was
fantastic!
Words in Welsh. Just so you guys, do you guys know what a ghost box is, or
yes.
do you listeners know what?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll explain that then.
Well, maybe our listeners won't know what one is, so we could explain it.
Yeah, go ahead and
essentially, a ghost box is an adapted radio that we use in a live EVP. So an EVP that you're listening, you can hear in real time. Essentially, what you will hear like a chugging sound where it's skipping through radio channels very quickly. So
they're quite loud, aren't they?
We might have a way of eliminating that noise, actually.
Really?
Yeah, we're not gonna. People will have to tune into our live stream on a time to see if we're successful for that.
I think I've got a PS something 11. That's what I've got.
SB11.
That's the one. That's the one. Yeah.
We got SB7. We have. I've never been a big fan of the SB11, to be honest.
I have to say, we don't think we've caught much on that, have we, Lindsay?
No,
yeah.
I can't. No.
We've perhaps not persevered with it enough, but.
No, one of my investigators used it for a couple of years, and we never got a really good response from it.
No, we haven't.
The only time I ever really heard it, I randomly tuned into a live stream once to some guys in Texas were using SB11, and they did have some responses on it.
I've seen programs like Ghost Adventurers use it, and they've had some amazing responses. We never
Maybe
did.
it might only pick up American Spirit.
It might only pick up American Spirit,
to American Spirit.
You know, or it's probably the settings. It's got so many settings on it.
Yeah.
But what it basically does is it sweeps through radio frequencies, and the theory is the Spirit uses the sounds coming through the radio from the different stations, manipulates those sounds to form a response. And essentially that's the way it works. So we've the SB7, we've had some amazing responses through that, and we use it. I may as well plug this now. I'm gonna go for a cheap plug. We're doing a live stream on the 20th of May.
Yeah.
Where we've got several devices. We've got the SB11. We've got SB7, not the SB11. We're not using that. We've got the Portal app.
Yeah.
We've got the Ghost Radio app. We've got EchoVox.
Yeah.
We're hoping to get EchoVox, the SCD1 and the SCD2, and we're going to rig it all up, and we're going to try and communicate with Spirit. We're going to ask them to come through. We'll try and do it live. We're going to trial all the devices to see what responses we get. Because
from which location would you be doing this from?
We're literally going to be doing it from our studio here in the Ronda.
Live from the Ronda.
Yeah,
live from Ronda.
Yeah.
But no, we're going to be doing it. Yeah, it's going to be kind of a. We're making up a studio especially for it, essentially.
That sounds really cool.
And we're hopefully going to have a Kinect going as well. We're not sure whether we can do it yet.
Okay.
But we're hopefully going to have a Kinect going, Microsoft Kinect going as well, and some night vision cameras. We're going to try different experiments. It's going to be a couple of hour event, so it's going to be a good couple of hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
we're going all out on it. So if you've got guys, go to youtube.com/. Well, it hasn't got a URL for youtube.com yet because we're building a subscriber base. But if you type in youtube.com and type in Paranormal Now, you'll see our channel.
Right.
Go to the website.
We'll put a link up on our page as well to make sure.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, thank you.
That would be great. Really exciting. So, can I ask you guys what did actually get you into the paranormal in the first place? What inspired you to start up your own group?
You gotta go first. You're the one who started it, so your story kind of starts before mine.
Well, mine was stuff that was happening to me in my, like, I was a security guard for a long time, and it was stuff that was happening to me working in security.
Yeah.
And I found a friend that did security, and we worked together for about 4 or 5 years, and we decided to set up a group because we weren't getting answers to I wasn't getting answers to the things that was happening to me.
Yeah.
Right.
And we really wanted to sort of like get answers, and I wanted to help other people that was experiencing it. And I didn't think, to be perfectly honest with you, that I would get much response in regards to helping others.
Yeah.
I was surely mistaken. So it sort of snowballed from me. We done one case.
Yeah.
And it was such a thing. It was, it was quite a mediatic case, and it just snowballed from there, really. And we just set up a group, and it's gone stronger and stronger ever since. Obviously, we've changed. That was called Paranormal Wales.
Yeah.
And obviously, we're Paranormal now. It's just from. I had so many different things, so many scary things. I back then they were really scary.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you didn't understand.
I didn't know
now, probably.
Yeah, I didn't know I didn't know I had this mediumship sort of thing. I was getting this stuff.
Yeah.
And I didn't know where it was coming from and why they were trying to contact me, and it was really bad at one point for a few years in my life. And just luckily enough, I went to a lovely school for mediums, and a lovely old lady, Gwen Bisp, love her. She's not with us anymore, but she taught me so many things about being spiritual and my gift and how to use it and control it, and it's gone from there. Then it became I used to call him a curse, and now it's a gift. So
that's cool. That's so, because you're not essential. Not your main focus isn't an events team. You are. This is why I used the term ghostbusters earlier, because you really are there to help people. So when people watch the movie, they don't believe that really exists. But you are that person that you can pick up the phone to if you've got a haunting. And you guys go out. You've not got a car like that, though, I'm sure. But I can just imagine you.
You want to see the particle accelerators we got underneath the house, like the basement? We just got them all in a big red box.
It is funny, but we are them people. Investigations is our bread and butter. That's what we sort of live to do. Don't get me wrong, you love doing the web stuff, Sharon.
I enjoy doing the videos,
but really, you love coming to the house cases and and finding out stuff and helping people. That is what we do.
Yeah.
We do the other stuff like the events, the live streams, the videos, but essentially the core of it will always be helping people to not. But it all kind of feeds into each other, because even with the events, you're helping people to understand what's going on.
Yeah, we've helped a few people with events.
Yeah, exactly, and we're doing the same for the videos. We don't charge for going to people's houses. The only thing that we do ask is that we're able to document the evidence. And providing it's not too private or personal towards the person or the spirit, the person or the spirit, it's that we can use the evidence. And obviously the person then whose home it is or business it is has the last say on whether it goes out or not. Do you know what I mean?
And obviously helping them.
Yeah.
But that's the idea, is we are helping them, but with putting that information out there, we can also be helping others as well.
That's the reason we put the videos out there.
Yeah.
So that's the motivation behind it. Do you know what I mean? And I think that you've got to stay true to that. You've got to stay true to that. And I think it's like, it will always come back to that. We're finding it. We are finding the focus is shifting a little bit at the present.
It is, yeah. It's gone very, very quiet on the investigation.
Really?
It's quite strange.
Last year, we didn't know our holes from our poles. Last year, we did so many cases. Yeah. Did we do 2 or 3 cases in one night?
2 cases in one night.
2 cases in one night we did. That's how busy we were last year. It was
crazy.
It was manic.
It was.
And this year it's gone really quiet. But I think it's because, one, we probably needed a break, and Spirit was sort of like, we were pushed to it. But the other reason as well, I think, it's a lot of groups coming out to the woodwork now at the minute.
Yeah.
So as before, when we sort of were doing it, we were the main group that was doing personal house investigations. Yeah. And I already had a reputation for it.
Yeah.
So but it has gone kind of quiet, which is nice. I mean, we're expecting any moment to sort of pick back up.
It allows us to do, to expand and do other things, to learn. And I think you get periods. It's like I started as a medium. I don't have any issue with spiritualist churches. I just don't get along with them. I just don't get along with any church or any sort of. And I was told when I was 16. My brother passed away when I was 16, and I found that I could see him, and he would come to me in dreams and different. I could see spirit before then, but it kind of activated. Yeah, that was my kind of first activation, I guess. When I would see, it was for the 3 years after he passed away, I could basically see him quite regularly. Wow. And I got told by 2 different mediums, and do not let anyone train you, spirit will train you themselves. Okay. And though I've had people along the way that have helped me, maybe taught me a few different techniques and stuff, I've never really sat in circle. Whenever I've tried to, my guides have always come in and said, right, this, it's not for, it's not time for you. Time for you to move on. The one I did sit in, I think the reason was to meet my partner, where we met as part of a circle, and we literally just, as if like got together, as like, well, there you are, and from there, and we started off as psychics, doing psychic readings and stuff like that. And gradually, it's developed and gone a different direction. We found that. We have a Facebook page that we basically run our business from, which had like 17,000 followers, and it just got too much to a point. Not the fact of like giving everyone expected a reading, and it was like there was more stuff I wanted to understand, and you would find the same people coming back and back and back and back and back for a reading. Like it just didn't feel like I was helping anyone. So
it's draining as well, isn't it?
Yeah, we ended up going to a recruitment day. We met up with Rich, and eventually one thing led to another. I ended up getting contacted about a case, so I called Richard in, and eventually over the course of
which was a very crazy case.
Yeah, it was a very crazy case. It was if I didn't believe in, I didn't know what I believed as far as the paranormal went, but that was probably it was a frightener. Like it was one that got you. Proper, we got scrammed doing it. My partner Sam, she got bit.
Really?
She had a big bite.
And where was this?
This was a house case. This was. I don't want to give the information out.
No.
But it was a house case, and the person was. It was almost like a semi-possession, because the person, what they were going through, was it wasn't like a full control by spirit. It was like there was a fight. There was a battle there. Right. And it was spewing out EMF energy whenever it was happening.
It was good one.
We essentially, for the first year with Sam and myself, we didn't get going. with the paranormal prior to late 2013, which is when you started Paranormal now, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because we moved into a house, this house we're living in now, and for the first month we had so much trouble here. We've recently put videos out on our YouTube channel where we made a video diary of what happened. Because one of the things that Rich said, I've only met him like 2 or 3 times at this point. Maybe twice on a case, one on recruitment day, and I think you came up once after that. And we had so many weird things. It wasn't just like things moving. I had an apparition I was staring at in my room, which was perfectly crystal clear, for about 5-10 minutes, and it looked like a tall grey alien.
Wow!
Sat stood there, and another one came in, and he was like communicating with us, and we had hell in this house for about 3 weeks.
Oh my god!
It was.
That's what sort of kick-started us to be.
Yes, to us. That's how we started being, really becoming friends. Really, wasn't it? It was
brought you together.
Yeah.
It's one of them when you look back, right? And it's gonna sound strange at the time, and in the videos you can see we're genuinely scared. Me and Sam are genuinely scared.
Yeah.
But you look back and you think it was actually kind of needed.
Yeah.
Because it sent us on a path. It set us on a path that helped us to not just understand the paranormal, but like I got told when I started this journey, developing my second time back in about 2009, I got told 2 things. One is your spiritual journey is all about self-exploration. Everything is a reflection of yourself.
Yeah.
Everything that manifests in front of you is a reflection, one way or another, of yourself, because your behaviour responds to it. And the other set of thing I got told was never believe a small group of people with well-meaning intent can't change the world. They're the ones that usually do. Oh. And they were the 2 things that really inspired me. And not about to change the world or anything. I don't, at the end of the day, I'm one of those people that if I can make a difference to one person,
you can change your corner of it. That's what I always like to think.
Exactly, and that's the thing. It's empowering the people who are going through the paranormal. They might think they watch these Hollywood shows and Hollywood films. They watch these paranormal shows, especially the Americans. What demons lurk in the house that they live in? Who's going to be murdered after the break? And they're scared. They're scared shitless.
Yeah.
I mean, some paranormal teams who go in there and they think they're fucking Tarzan or sorry, I swore. they think they're bloody Tarzan or something. Because they go, "Be gone, evil spirits! I command you in the name of the Lord." And you think to yourself, what? The horror stories that we've had, there's some people have gone in and just made the situation even worse.
I know. I did a case in Cardiff, and it was an American medium. She charged the family £500.
Yeah.
She did a Ouija board.
Yeah.
Them out of house and home, and left.
Oh my God.
That's what she did. And when I turned up there, you've never seen a state on a family like it.
Yeah.
You've never seen a state. This woman scared them more than I think what was happening paranormally.
I think it was actually it was a child spirit in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a child.
That's all it was. It was a child trying to get attention.
Yeah.
This is the thing that people don't. This is the thing that people don't get, right? Is the fact that what you're dealing with. If you're asking out, you're getting an intelligent response. You're dealing with a consciousness. You're dealing with the consciousness of a person or an entity, something that has thoughts, feelings, has it might not have the manifestation of a physical body, but if you didn't have your physical body, your essence is still you. You are still your soul, your essence, which makes you you basically. And you've got to have that respect for it. We've been chucked out of paranormal investigations for having that respect.
Yeah, because they don't want you to get rid of the ghosts, if you like.
Hello.
Are you there, Linz? We lost you there
back.
for a second.
Yeah, we had a power cut.
Oh, did you? Oh, that's the thunder and lightning, you see. It's
Either
okay.
Have we still got the recording? Have we lost any recording?
No, we didn't lose recording. We're still going, guys. You're doing good. We lost Lindsay. I think there was a thunder crack and power went off. So
Did we tell you about that story with Markham Castle? We got asked to leave.
Oh,
yeah. Tell us again, because that was just fantastic.
We were. Well, I was doing a radio station. We're not going to name any names because I don't want to name any names.
No.
Right? But it was a paranormal group that I was going to feature on my radio show, but never did. Because we filmed what we did is we filmed the interview the week before, and they said that they booked out Markham Castle, and they said that me and Richard could go along and take some audio clips and stuff for the investigation.
Basically, just do an interview, wasn't it?
Yeah, basically, it's an interview. We go there, we'd be a part of the investigation. It'd be fun. So we ended up in Markham Castle now, and we are then. People, members of the public are turned up now. So this group had been split in half.
Yeah.
One team went off with the two guys who run it, had all the equipment, and the other team ran off with this woman who just said, right, we're going to sit in rooms and wait for paranormal to happen.
All right.
And I was doing it. So obviously you've got 15 people that have paid £50 a pop.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's not cheap, is it? Markham Castle.
That was 60 quid a pop, 60 quid a pop. And they're like, what are we going to do? Like, and the person who's supposed to be running their side of the team is just like, she's just like, hasn't got a clue. So one of them knows us.
Yeah.
They said to us, like, guys, can you do anything? Can you help? I'm like, well, I'm not going to turn that down. Like, do you know what I mean? I want to investigate it myself. Like, and I didn't have any equipment or nothing back then.
No.
We were only going for it. We were only going to tag along, so we just thought, screw it. So we went on. We did investigation.
We did a seance.
We did a seance, and we did an experiment with a torch. Effect light with a torch, and we just this woman, obviously that was supposed to be running it. Everyone just ignored her. And she when we did the crossing over, there's children spirits asked for the crossing over. Yeah. And she then, when we were doing that, she went and told the person who was running it. And he came.
Well, sent security, didn't he?
He sent security up to go and get us.
Oh, what?
So he's like,
he said what? He said to me, what are you doing? I said,
crossing spirits
over. Oh, leave, get out, screaming. He said,
oh, my God.
They threatened to sue us.
Oh, can you imagine that standing up in court?
It was so funny.
I said, please sue me. Please. You will make me so famous.
Yeah.
Security guard basically had to escort us to the car and off the premises. We got off the premises. I think we spent over 45 minutes laughing. It's like I've been checked out of some places, but I've never been checked out of a bloody haunted castle for getting in a ghost.
Yeah.
The guy messaged me the next day, said, I'm gonna get you up in court. The council are gonna sue you. I said, right. I said, for the start, I said, to do that, you would have to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that the paranormal exists in a court of law.
Yes.
Yeah. And he said, I said, once you've done that, you will have to prove that the person you were talking to is a consciousness.
Yes.
And therefore is trapped. There's a word for that when you trap an entity that doesn't want to be there. It's called slavery. So, yes, make my day. You can go through all this, and I will relish every second of it. Or we could just end this conversation right here. And unfortunately, he took that option. Which is quite a shame, but,
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to have been a fly on the wall then.
It was so fun.
It's not as if Markham Castle is short of ghosts, so if you held a couple over, there's plenty there that don't want to be
paranormal
haunted.
This is the thing, when we do certain venues, we do venues that might not necessarily be haunted.
Yes.
But if the loved ones come through, it gives them the opportunity to come through. So you'll always capture evidence or activity as long as you do it with respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been on 2 investigations with you guys, and there was one. I can't remember the location. Lindsay, can you remember the one where?
There was one at Dowless and one at.
Yes, you guys came to Dowless with us.
Did,
yeah.
I was going over the videos the other day. I said, "Hang on, I know those voices."
I think it was the one in the
Philly
theatre.
Workman's Hall was the other one.
That's the one.
That was the other one.
The Workman's Hall, and one of the guests had an attachment with her, and she was there as a guest, but she was doing some glass divination at the time, and something came through that really frightened her, and she came out with a name. and she said this person had attached to her, and I witnessed you guys. It was done in private over the other side of the theatre, but I kept looking over. It was absolutely fascinating because I wanted to know what you were doing, because you helped her. I could see you doing something to help this. She had an attachment with her of a spirit, didn't she?
People are haunted more than places.
We actually went to their home as an investigation.
Did you after that?
Yeah, we did. They had some bizarre events going on in the home as well, so we went there and cleared it. And I've kept in contact with the family. Yeah, I kept in contact with them for about how long has it been since Cthulhu?
It's probably been about a year now.
Yeah, but all the time then, basically. Just keeping heads up, and it's all been absolutely fantastic since. So,
it was a good. That case was hilarious because it was me, Rich, and another investigator. My partner Sam, she's highly empathic, right? Yeah. She will feel other people's feelings as if they were her own. Okay. And it was quite hilarious at one point because I was sat in the back, and Rich and the other investigator was sat in the front of the car, and I was like, I feel really nervous. I explained these feelings I was having, picking up off one of the people who were connected to the case, not the person who came, but someone connected to them. And Rich was like, yeah, I feel that too. And the other person was like, yeah, I can feel something, like, because I think they were a bit. I'm not sure if they were new or they were new. Yes, they were new, weren't they? And the phone rang, and it was Sam on the other end saying, right, watch Bea, because one of the people are going through this, and this, exactly what I picked up 30 seconds earlier. And so that's you always get validation. You always get, through one way or another, as long as you're open to receive it, you always get validation of what Yeah. It might take years. It can take years. I have literally had things in 2013 that I probably only getting validation for now.
Right. Yeah.
But that's the way it works. Like.
Yeah. 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 I know what you mean. Yeah. It doesn't just happen automatically.
With regards to the help that we were given, we are all energy on different levels of reality. We are basically energy. We're a manifestation of energy, vibrating on different frequencies, and spirit basically vibrate on a different frequency, or a different sort of level of reality. Then that's what I believe anyway. Yeah. And what you essentially find is people can be open to this. Everyone's got it. Some may be more heightened than others, but everyone can draw. Right. Some might only draw a matchstick man, and some person could draw a Mona Lisa. But it's the same principle. And
it's a good way to describe it.
Yeah, we're all essentially, when you're healing, you're connecting with that person's energy. Healing is any healing, like Reiki or energy healing, or it's an act of love because you're sharing energy. Yeah. You're giving energy. And when you give energy to energy, when you give something energy, that energy will grow naturally. Yeah. Yeah. It's like when you get two people in a bad mood and they try and you hear the best in an argument, right? Yeah. Do you know, if you're arguing with someone, if you're in a really foul mood and someone's really happy, it really annoys. It can be really annoying, yeah. Yeah. I would bring that person down. If you say something to that person, you hurt their feelings, or you're just not nasty with them or funny with them, their mood will automatically change. For some reason, you feel better. Yeah, it's basically what you're doing. You took a little bit of that person's energy. You might not have meant to do it, but that's what's happening. It's the exchange of energy. It is, and it's like the opposite of that is laughter. Is when someone's laughing, someone tells a joke and they're laughing, someone else will tell a joke and someone else will tell a joke. So that's a physical manifestation of that energy of laughter building.
Right. It is. That totally makes sense to me. Yeah.
I always think of the film Monsters, Inc.
Yeah.
It's kind of true, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Because that's especially when you get a grounded spirit, right? And it works with a negative entity as well, but most work with a grounded spirit. Essentially, that grounded spirit has been disconnected from the energy flow. Now, we can be disconnected from the energy flow, ourselves. We're disconnected from ourselves. We could be going through something. Perhaps if you're going through an addiction or something, there's many ways you can interrupt your energy flow in a physical manifestation. Us as physical beings can do it. So when you've got a grounded spirit, essentially what they're doing is they're experiencing Groundhog Day, because they haven't got the physical body anymore, so it's much more apparent to them that they're going through cycles. Yeah. But have you ever met someone? This is the other example I give. Have you ever met someone who has a really bad relationship, where they get maybe not so much physical, but really bad mental relationship, where they go through mental abuse?
Yes.
And then they basically break up with that person.
Yeah.
And they end up with someone else like 5 months down the line who may as well is not the same person, but does exactly the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the universe is a cycle. The tarot is based on the cycle. So tarot cards work.
Yes.
Everything like that is cyclical. It's cyclical. And people will think, oh my God, if the man when it's down, the universe is punishing me. It's not the fact the universe is punishing you, it's you're drawing that towards you. And the universe is giving you the opportunity to overcome it.
So
it's like
you've got, like you, in a way, you've got lessons to learn, and if you don't learn them the first time, they'll come back to you until you do learn them. Is that what you mean? Not
so much. I don't agree with lessons to learn, right? Okay. I'm not going to go into that because we could be hours and days, right? The concept of karma, right, to a point works that way. Right. But it's all to do with giving and receiving, and it's not so much. It's how you deal with it with yourself. People think it's karma.
You say that, but we do get attacked.
Yes.
For the work of light we do.
Yes. That's true. That's true.
We do.
By what? By negative energies.
Yeah, we do. We do get attacked. Yeah, for the work we do, as in regards to like helping people. And it is, we get. I mean, I've had crazy things happen. Like I've had like things that's trying to make me negative.
But those things are trying to protect their source of energy, aren't they? They're attacking you because if you get rid of them, they'll lose their energy to feed off.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, that's exactly why they do it, because we are taking away a source of food for them.
Yeah.
And they do. It can be subtle. It can be little things. But it can be dramatic as well. It's I say we put out light all the time as best as we can when we do these cases and when I talk to people, because I give my number out to hundreds of people so they can talk to me if they have issues or if they're frightened or anything like that. And we do have that sort of like attacks and things like that. So. It is what Jared is saying. What you put out, you get back. But we do have a bit of an opposite effect sometimes as well.
Are you ever afraid that something's so bad that you can't get rid of it or shake it off or deal with it? Has there ever been anything that you've had to get help for yourself?
None. I've had a gentleman called Lionel Fanthorpe, the paranormal vicar.
Right.
He played himself in the Omen. If anybody's interested,
wow.
He was an amazing man. I've never got starstruck, but when I met him, I could speak. Yeah. It was like meeting Obi-Wan Kenobi. It was pretty cool. I got to be honest. Wow. I did have my picture taken with him, which was pretty cheesy, but I had to.
Is that the one on your website?
Yeah, that's the. Yeah, he did a blessing on a property for me.
Yeah.
And the property, I went there probably about 15 times.
Yeah.
And because I lost an investigator through that case because he got attacked, he had actually scrams on him.
Oh my God.
And he couldn't do the paranormal for about 12 months after.
Wow.
Right.
And it was sort of layers to this case. It started off in sort of layers, so I had to get rid of one layer and then break another layer. And it was just so many different things. It built up and built up. But yeah, I do get worried. We did a case in Caerphilly, and both people that lived in the property were being possessed. And unfortunately, one of my investigators, one of the people who was getting possessed, said something really profound, and it shocked them.
Right.
And they tried to attack them, and unfortunately, my investigator and then a medium as well, let it in, whatever it was in for a second, and it did cause that person a lot of issues for about. We're talking about 5 months, 6 months.
Right.
I did worry about that. I did really worry about that because it's sort of like that's someone I really care about.
And when you say issues, were these things that were happening within themselves, or things that were happening around them in their home, in their environment?
Both.
Right.
Yeah, both.
This is the thing, right? Is we've got a video coming out shortly in the next couple of weeks where we did the Blue Waters. That's probably one of the creepiest ones I've done. That wasn't a house case, because we actually got chased away from there.
Wow.
Because it was on the winter solstice, and it was myself, my partner, and a friend of ours who has been. He's not part of Paranormal now, but a friend of ours. He's the guy who got me into this. But he used to do rescue work back in the 70s and 80s. And he used to do rescue work where he would rescue people that have actually been directly contacted, directly involved with Satanism and all that sort of stuff. And he's done that. But we actually went up to Castle Cork, and we had so many experiences up there.
Oh, that's amazing.
As I said, we got chased down the mountain on the winter solstice by these apparitions and stuff.
Oh my God.
There was something going on a nearby quarry, and we were organised, chased basically all the way home, near enough. It was that I don't know what the hell was happening up there, but it was creepy. We had.
I had something in my car from it. Remember?
Yeah, you had something in your car.
You could feel it or sense it or what?
Well, the thing that was in my car, I saw it in my mirror.
Oh my God!
What did you see?
It was. It looked like a witch.
Yeah.
A very sort of like ethereal witch, like you imagine like from one of these sort of fantasy films where they got like the thorny hair with the antlers in, and sort of like really dark hair, drawn face, pretty demonish looking.
Yes, yeah.
Our most recent visit up there, there's something that comes through the portal app and it says wait till tomorrow night. Then the night I left there, we were protected to the nines up there, weren't we? Yeah. And it was just as we were leaving, something hit my back. It just went hit my back. And the next day, I was. This is what happens. See, it affects you on a mental level, an emotional level, right?
Yeah.
And I was there the next day, and I was almost suicidal. That's not like me. That's not in my personality or nature at all. And we were taking the dogs out, and there's a house not far from me that have wind chimes out in the back garden.
Yeah.
So walking the dogs past it, and it was slightly windy, and the wind chimes were going. I couldn't walk past it. And when I was walking past these wind chimes, it was making me feel physically sick. So I knew then something was wrong. And it's a good job. My partner's a Reiki practitioner. I was highly versed at getting rid of this sort of stuff.
I worry about my like Jared, Sam, and I worry about the team more than I'd ever worry about myself, because I know my home is protected.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't worry about it myself, because we've all got our sort of own demons, and
I don't worry about it at all.
I know how to deal with mine.
Yeah, and same with us. Yeah. I think we've got to that place where literally I identified it, and within 24 hours it would gone. But if I had anyone else but me, probably if it had either me or Rich, if it had any one of us, I think we probably any of the others, we might have found it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, well, that's why I found it so difficult with one of the other mediums in the group.
Yeah,
they really did. And they didn't. I don't think it physically did anything to that person. I think they just let it in mentally.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that's enough. That is enough. That little seed.
You've literally got to have.
Yeah.
This stuff is real. it's a part of our consciousness at the end of the day. The negative side of it is a part of our consciousness. Yeah. And there are beings out there that because I said, exist on other levels of reality, other than spirits of loved ones.
And I was going to say, how do you, when we're dealing with these other entities, I was going to say, in your opinion or in your belief, are they deceased, dead people, the spirits, or are there possibly other things such as?
There's definitely other things. Yeah. There's definitely other things. I think we used to try and sugarcoat it back in the day, just say it was negative energy. It's got the point. You can't do that now because it's real, and what's happening as we are all waking up to it, and people are getting more and more. It's almost like the same tactics that they've used to oppress people have been the same for thousands of years. What you're finding out, because we're waking up, and it's linked to everything. It's linked to everything around us in the world. Yeah, it's not just a bunch of demons go, I'm going to haunt some houses. No, it's linked. It's linked to the tapestry of how our society is.
It's the fracture in our spirit.
Yeah, it's linked to everything.
Do you think that they can present themselves in various ways then?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So some people are thinking they have a ghost, but actually it's something else.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Come across that quite a few times. They manifest themselves as the most fearful thing in that home.
Yeah.
So if it's like a bunch of girls in the home, they'll manifest themselves as a big, tall, dark man.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So whatever the people in the house would be afraid of the most. Okay. That's what they manifest themselves as. Because we've done work and we've come across, as I told you about, Claire, we've come across like goblins.
Yes.
And nature spirits.
Yeah, nature spirits, and they are terrifying to witness. Yeah. But they all got the same story. And it's like, we know the story now when it comes to these negative spirits. Yeah. We know how the story sort of curls back around to that. But
there's a whole different, you haven't just got a demon or a ghost. You can have nature spirits. And nature spirits are not necessarily evil. They're just, they have a different type of existence or a different type of interaction with us as humans. It's not something that is going to take... you could explain in an hour. You could probably do a 10, 15-hour talk, and you still wouldn't get it all across because it's that vast. Yeah. You've got things like people who have extraterrestrial encounters, and there's things connected to that. And this is what we find is quite very strange. In a lot of our cases, we'll have strands, and they will link together. We'll have reports of people will give us something, or we'll find something in the case, and they will link together. And we've had a couple of them, haven't we? There's no reason why, of any sort of conventional means, these things should link together, but they do. And it's like, it's as if sometimes it feels like you're being led in a certain direction. You're being led somewhere. And I think what it is because what's happening is, like, I think that it's almost like you're here to spread, we're not here to wake people up or to wake the paranormal exists or corruptionists in the world, but we're here to plant the seeds. Do you know what I mean? We're here to plant the seeds because at the end of the day, you might see something and I might see something. We have totally different perspectives. This is the problem with the paranormal. Yeah. If people would say, you've got the skeptic and you've got the psychic and you've got the kind of person on the fence. Yeah. Well, what if the skeptic, the psychic, and the person on the fence actually see the same thing in 3 different ways, which appears to them to be 3 completely different things? Now, we can't, I can show you the colour blue, and that, to me, that could be blue. Yeah. But if I was to look through your eyes at that blue piece of paper, I could see it as yellow. It's just the fact that you understand yellow as blue.
But it works like that, in the physical film. But if you can all witness an apparition, the skeptic will say, "Oh, it's a reflection."
Yes.
Yeah.
The investigator will say, "It's this." The psychic will say, "It's this."
Yeah. The scientist will say it's a hallucination. Well, actually, what is a hallucination? What is actually triggered with it's a result of different chemicals flooding the brain. But why are we experiencing that? What does that really explain the essence of a hallucination and what you can actually experience from it? Because, you know, that's the thing where we go. It's like there's one blog we put up recently, and we have several people from different cases experiencing with different phenomena the same spirit. And I put this up on Facebook on our page, and we had about 30 or 40 comments back of different people from all around the country who've seen this exact same spirit.
Is that I think I saw that. Yeah, you described how it looked and.
Was it the Hat Man? Is that Hat Man?
No, it's not Hat Man.
Did I have
the
cut a horse and
similar one. He was the Victorian person. Now the Hat Man, we've experienced the Hat Man a couple of times. He's come from one of my psychic circles.
Wow.
But the Victorian gentleman, no, he's something else. He's something of the same kind of ilk, but he's not as malicious as the Hat Man. The Hat Man is something a lot more.
He's a very, very old energy.
Wow.
Yeah. The Hat Man or the Victorian spirit?
The Victorian. Well, he's that's what they say. He looks Victorian.
Yeah.
But what we've picked up is very old.
And he's been seen in a specific area by several people.
No. He's been seen by different people in different areas.
All over Wales, or like all over the world?
At least Wales and West.
Wow.
Yeah. At least Wales and West. But I'm not saying that. I would say at least over the UK. But I haven't been to confirm it with people, but I have seen other cases on the internet that have described a similar sort of thing, and it would be all over the world really. But we haven't got any hard testimony to corroborate that, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for now is testimony from people who've seen this Victorian. He's generally got long dark hair. He tends to observe. People always feel a sense of trepidation when they're around him, but he's not actually a negative spirit per se. I don't think he's
very
negative.
Long black sort of coat.
Yeah, very long black coat, sometimes with a top hat.
Wow.
I don't think he means any harm, but he does. There's something, we believe that there's something that happened to him, or there's something that we have been talking with someone who specialises in Welsh history.
Yeah.
And she draws a parallel. She doesn't say it's the same person, but kind of like the story, something maybe similar to the legend of Gwyn ap Nudd.
Right.
That basically there was maybe a spirit that was cursed or something, or I don't know the legend off the top of my head now.
Well, it's very strange because we were at Castle Cork once, and this spirit appeared, but in a protective way.
Yeah.
Right.
To try and actually stop us going somewhere.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it did actually protect us.
And he's seen as an apparition by most people, is he?
Yeah.
He walks past them, or he appears in front of them.
We've had people that have connected to him, and they just talk to him in meditation.
Right,
yeah.
right.
He does normally appear as an apparition.
He does normally appear as an apparition, and it doesn't matter.
You don't think he's negative, then?
I don't think he's negative, but I don't think he's...
No, he's sort of like, it's on the fence type of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's just there as... He has this sadness and this sort of like... that sort of feeling, but he doesn't... Like I said, he definitely... He stood in front of us. We were going to go up the mountain towards Blue Water.
Yeah.
And something really negative was going to... If we went
that was 3 days before we got chased away, because we went back up there, didn't we?
Yeah. Something negative was going to really harm us or cause us harm in some way, and he stood there to stop us.
So he's warning. He's there as a warning.
Yeah, like as a protection. It's a very So it's
we've had people who've gone through. There's other things connected to him. We've had people who've had spontaneous remission of illness after they've seen him. Wow. We've had people that have had what can only be described as abduction experiences, UFO experiences, and strange dreams that sound like abductions. Now, where they've said it's like a dream, basically, but whether or not it's actually a physical abduction phenomenon, I don't know.
Right.
But they've seen him after them. like going to sleep at night, and then they've had that experience. Like,
right.
So there are things that are happening, but I don't think that he is the cause of them. I think he is. I don't know. He's there as like a warning, perhaps, or as
he's almost like a banshee, but a male version.
Yeah, it's like he's got a story to tell. Yeah. I think he's got a story. I find that very much from the legends of the banshees as well. He's got a story to tell because you've got all these different legends. Things like that.
And Wales is just rich with all this kind of folklore.
So. If you want, but yeah.
The other one we've had that links people, and you guys would have. I know we've spoke to you guys about this.
Yeah.
And it's the only. We're actually going to be putting them. They were on my channel originally, but the 3 videos about this are going up on our channel. We've actually received more information since, but we're not putting it out yet until we get more information because it's just more of the same essentially. But what we've also been seeing, we've picked it up in several locations now. I would probably say it's about a dozen locations we picked it up in. No, I think it's about, I can still count on your hand, I think. At least a dozen separate cases, I would have said. Is we've picked up a very strong but stable electromagnetic field. Now, when we have, essentially, when we go to a person's house, we will do what is called a baseline test. The baseline test is you go around with an electromagnetic sensor and you pick up all the normal, usual causes of electromagnetic energy in the house. So, like, for example, a fish tank will let off, like, the heaters and stuff in a fish tank will let off an EMF from, like, maybe, 10 centimeters and surrounding the fish tank.
Yeah.
Your Wi-Fi router will let it off up to about maybe 1 meter, 2 meters around your Wi-Fi router, depending on where the router is, of course. So maybe it's normally tucked in a corner somewhere, so it's, I'd say probably 1 meter away from it, you generally get a signal on the K2. You map out in the house, in the place, any normal causes. So then if you get a spike, which is anomalous, it would normally flash once or twice, right? And that's when you can use it to communicate. So you will, you test all the mobile phones as well. And obviously if a spirit interacts with it, it'll flash up, it'll give a reading.
Yeah.
So then you basically say, well, make it flash for yes, don't make it flash for no. But this is a sustained reading, and what it does, it starts in the center of the house. So it starts maybe I'd say about a good 6 foot off the floor, right?
Yeah.
And it goes up and outwards, right? We tracked this. We first picked this up on a case. We thought we first picked it up on a case of Rich done on his own, which was down in Tonpentra.
Yeah.
And then we picked up, both of us, about 2 weeks later in Treorchy. And we couldn't make head or tail of it. We couldn't make no head nor tail of it. Then we picked it up in Tonnereville, which is about 5 or 6 miles down the road.
Yeah.
We've picked it up. Where else have we picked it up? We actually went over some footage for a case we'd done a year prior in 2015, and we've actually picked it up in a case in Neath.
Yeah.
But because we didn't know what it was, we didn't know until what it was. That footage was on a laptop, which I'd had repaired at mid last year.
Yeah.
And the screen was broken, so I could never get access to the footage. And that happened not long after we had. It happened not long after we had done that case.
Yeah.
So we found out that we had it in Neath. We found it. It happened in Clydach Community Centre, doing our live. What do you call it?
Yeah.
We found it in Pentra. We've actually found other people have sent us video where they found it.
Yeah.
So always throughout the Welsh, the Rhondda and Taff area and Neath.
Yeah.
Where then something. So we found it from different places. We went down to do some tests in Treorchy. And we ended up communicating with a spirit that's told us a few things. Now, we haven't ruled out any natural... We've ruled out as much natural stuff as we can.
Yeah.
No, it's not the power lines. We know it's nothing to do with anything like the pits, because it happens normally around about... it only dies down about 11 o'clock at night, and it'll happen in peaks and troughs.
Right, so
If it's something like the television transmissions and stuff like that.
Right.
So we were thinking perhaps there's something emitting a frequency. Now, EMF can create all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Right? What we found was quite really interesting. Something happened the other day.
Yeah.
We were watching a different YouTube documentaries on YouTube.
Yeah.
And someone uploaded, it was a series called Haunted Houses. I think it was Haunted Houses, where they would interview people who had paranormal activity in their home. It aired in 2004 on TV2, right?
Yeah.
And there's a family who are living in a home, I think it's in Birmingham area.
Yeah.
And if anyone knows how to get hold of this paranormal investigator, I would love to have a chat with him.
Yeah.
Because they have a psychic go in, and they have an investigation team, then they have the skeptic go in, and then they had 40 hours investigation of the home, and the psychic cleared it, and then the family lived happily ever after, basically.
Yeah.
I was watching this, and I only put it on for a couple of minutes while I was waiting to go to bed. Essentially, I was having my last cup of tea before bed, and I just put it up on YouTube because it just happened to be there, right? I'm not a big fan of paranormal shows, to be perfectly honest with you. Because it's the way some of them act, I just tend to, it just grinds my gears, like, I like it. You're the opposite now.
I love them.
Yeah, Rich loves them.
I love them.
But I got recommended this show to my friend, and said, go on, I'll chuck it on. They come in, it's an investigator called David V.
Right, not heard of him.
Have you ever heard of David V from Ghost UK? At the time, he was announced from Ghost UK.
No.
And he comes in with the EMF meter, and he picks up the exact same signal in our house.
Oh.
Exact same way.
Yeah.
Now, my jaw was on the floor, because I had to watch that video back 3 or 4 times. There was no K2 meter, but the camera does zoom in so you can see it, and it's the exact same signal.
2.5.
2.5 mega ohms, or whatever it is. Yeah, it's 2.5 on the K2 meter. That's what it comes out as, and it behaves exactly the same way. So I don't know if it's paranormal, but there's something about that signal.
Have you got any idea what it could be if it's paranormal?
If it's paranormal, we haven't got a...
We did communicate through that signal. We communicated with a spirit. We don't want to go into that too much because it was quite bizarre. It was quite bizarre for us. And we live in the bizarre, don't we, Jack? I mean, but it was.
And spirit have been saying that not to come forward with all information yet.
Yeah,
I believe,
keep it to ourselves.
I believe the reason for that is that we've put the information out, didn't we?
Yeah.
I know that some stuff we've put out most of what we could.
Right.
The most bizarre stuff. Sorry, I'm cutting you off.
Oh, sorry, but no. The only link we know is this signal is linked to paranormal activity.
Right.
Whether that is observing the paranormal activity or it's causing it, we still haven't really got to the bottom of it. Oh yeah.
Right.
But it's just linked. It was linked to a run of cases as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It wasn't like we did one like 6 months later and it was there. It was literally one after the other, and it was just this run of cases. And the activity is doing something to the activity.
Yeah. So whether it's a normal cause that's enhancing the activity.
Yeah. So whether
it's something paranormal altogether,
So it could be something that's naturally occurring and in the environment that somehow thins the veil or attracts paranormal activity, or it's something that's deliberately being caused by something. Well, that's exactly what you're going to be trying to find out, I guess. But
we've got a string of cases now. It's happening. I know it's not, because we wondered whether it was following us and if it was just us. Yeah. But because other people know it, we know it's not just us.
Yeah.
So it exists wherever it happens to be.
Right.
Because we know other people have had it.
Yeah.
So
another strange phenomenon we had as well with it was only people who had sort of like a psychic ability was actually picking up the signal through the device.
If we handed the K2 meter to other certain people, it would just completely go back down to dead.
Really?
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
We
did find we found out weird.
That is bizarre, isn't it?
So
that sounds so. if other people are experiencing anything similar, it'd be ideal to get. Yeah, it'd be ideal if we could put the
paranormalnow.co.uk. Get in touch with us.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the stuff that we've been told. The other reason why we don't want to disclose it is because it could just be false, and that does happen. Sometimes we can give information until it's actually validated or has at least evidence to back it up. That's when I don't want to sort of put it out there, and once it's, I'll put some of it out there, so like at least then someone can come back and say, oh, we're having the same, or so we can validate it, and we, once it's starting to get some validation behind it, then I don't mind putting it out.
You're researching it at the moment, really, isn't it? That's what you're in research mode, because it's something that's just you actually cannot explain.
Yeah, it's niggling at us. It is.
Yeah,
because it keeps coming into our awareness. So it's something
it'll go for a couple of months and then it'll come back.
Yeah,
that's fascinating. It could be something even atmospheric. It could be something even underground that we just.
Well, what we're going to do is I want to go. There's a megalith near Cardiff that's actually on a lake, and I would like to go to. I want to test. What I believe it'll be something to do with ley lines.
Yeah.
I think it's something.
Right.
That's my personal opinion. It's got something, but I know Spirit have been telling us that they want us to map like different investigation reports and stuff, and I've even had a bag full of maps fall into my possession just randomly.
Wow.
Like that will happen. You will have something come into your possession, come into your awareness and be like, what the hell is this all about? And that's the thing. What I say about getting into the flow of energy, right?
Yeah.
You have stuff come your way and you won't have a clue about it. And suddenly it'll come together, and you've got no idea how it's going to come together, and not even what you would think of, not even something that you would think it's going to be. Like it could be completely. I could think of like 5 or 6 things it could be now. Yeah. Maybe this field or this Victorian guy. It could be something completely different. Yeah. Sometimes it can be completely boring.
But until you've have investigated, you just don't know, do you? I can't imagine anything ever being boring in your field of work, guys. It's absolutely fascinating.
No, there's always
it's always
something.
Every time we do a case, we learn something new.
Like myself and Sam, we live it. It's how we constantly live it. Obviously, to a point you do as well, but you don't in your house, do you?
No.
We do readings from our house. Everything we do from my, we probably mostly do it from my house.
Right.
If it's not a case and stuff, or somewhere close to the readings and stuff we do at the studio for the live stream is in an undisclosed location. Not going to be my house. But it may not be my house. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. But most of the stuff we've done is done in the house. Obviously, like readings, the web design, all the video editing, and all that sort of stuff I do from home. And it takes up a lot of time. It takes up a lot of effort, but it's a calling. I think that's kind of one of the things. Is like you get called to it.
Yeah.
You do.
And it really does come across as well that the passion that you've both got for what you do, it really does come across.
Yeah. You're in it for the right reasons.
Yeah, definitely.
You are.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll always be in it for the right reasons.
Well, I can't believe we've been talking for over an hour already. It's gone so quickly.
I know, I was looking at the time. I was thinking, we're getting close.
It is, but guys, honestly, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on the show. But please say you'll come back and talk to us again, because there is so much we've not covered yet. So many things I'd like to ask you, and so that would be great if you could come back on and talk to us again another time. But before we go, just tell us again about the name of your website, any contact details, so if anybody is listening, and they can get in contact with you. And you never know, you might get that sudden boom now of calls that you said it had gone quiet. All of a sudden,
the website is paranormalnow.co.uk. Sorry.
Yeah.
The website is paranormalnow.co.uk.
Yeah.
The Facebook page is facebook.com/paranormalnow.
Yeah.
The YouTube channel, just search Paranormal Now on YouTube.
Yeah.
Under channels, and you'll find it. You'll see our profile picture's got Paranormal Now. It's got like a tunnel. Looks like a tunnel on the profile picture.
Right.
My website I'm setting up. Do you mind if I put that in there as well?
Of course not. Go for it.
I'm setting up a website which allows people to share their videos, their articles, and their events, absolutely free, and they will get full credit for anything that they share on there. The idea is to create a community of people excited about spirituality. It'll go into politics, or if you go into ufology, or how it's all connected. It's called worldsawakening.com. And that'll be going live very, very shortly. So the site is up now and people can contribute to it. If you've got an event you're putting out on anywhere, it's completely geo-searchable. So if you've got an event going on in Wales, or you've got an event going on in South America, or an event going on, people can look it up, and wherever they happen to be. So if they sat in London, they can type in psychic events in London or paranormal events in London, and it'll throw up all the ones that people have listed around that person. So it's a new project. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited about launching it. What a great idea.
Worldsawakening.com.
Paranormalnow.co.uk. And yeah, please, if you guys got any, if you guys would like to share any evidence, like any video evidence or photo evidence, and are happy for us to show it on our YouTube channel, the Paranormal Now YouTube channel, please do. Please send it in to us. We've got and if you are having problems in your house, home or business, get in touch. Paranormalnow.co.uk. As I mean myself, or well, normally it's you, isn't it, Rich? People talk to first of all.
Yeah.
We're completely, I want to say we're ready to believe you, but
well, Lindsay and I can vouch for you guys totally.
Everyone that's part of our team is in it because they've been through it.
Yeah.
They've been through it and they've experienced it firsthand. So they're not going to go around trying to judge. Even the one guy who's there as a researcher, our researcher, and he's more of a 40, so he's kind of on the fence. He's had experiences, and he's been in it with us for a while now, and he's very interested in the scientific side of it, and the getting information down side of it. He's been great with that with that stuff. He's still really understanding that people are having an experience.
Yeah.
People are having an experience, and sometimes you might think it's really, really scary. What you're going through is really scary, and it can have the most profound explanation for it. It's like nightmares. When you actually find out what your nightmares mean, it loses that fear. Right. It loses that fear, and it's like, if you are having problems, just get in touch. And
we'd like to give you guys a shout out as well.
Yeah, we'll share this on our website.
That would be great.
Both very professional investigators.
Yeah, thank you very, very much.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
20th of May YouTube channel live stream.
Yes.
But thank you very much for having us. It's been an absolute pleasure. Creepy.